Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly. And it's time to get real, guys. Talk about everything, most importantly, inflation and where it's at and how this is going to affect absolutely each and every one of us and this economy. I'm out in Dana Point. You guys may have heard about this. This is right next to the Ritz-Carlton. And just a beautiful place. But Dana Point, with all the rain that we had, there's been houses that are hanging on the edge. How'd you like to have a $15 million house that's now isn't worth anything because it's about to fall into the chasm and an ocean? So, lot to cover. First things first, guys, we got the inflation number yesterday. And again, I'm surprised when we get truthful numbers like this. And the first things first, they said it went up 0.3%. So it's going in the wrong direction. Now, all of us live our lives. You guys watch channels like mine and other creators like mine from around the world. And, everybody puts their own spin on things. But, one thing that's fascinating is we are all in this together. And you need to get real right now because this is not going to end well at all. And there are so many people out there that are, let's just use real estate, that are banking on interest rates going down. And with that inflation report, they're not going down, guys, anytime soon. They may, in fact, raise interest rates if inflation continues to rear its ugly head. Now, here's the thing that came out in some news channels that were lies, and that was rent went up 6.1%, trash collection went up 6.1%, moving and storage went down a little bit, went down 5%. Furniture, it looks like it took a 3% dive, but food and inflation, meat's gone up 3.5% this month, by the way. This is this month. Eggs finally took a dive, down 28% in a month. Juice is up 5%. Baby formula, which nobody can afford it, to go up 8.7%. And fruits and vegetables are up almost 0.1%. And the killer coffee, which I don't see it going down, they say it went down 1.4%. Airfare, they say, in 1 month went down 6%. Hotels went up. Car rentals have gone down, but restaurants, they say, are only up 5%. Do you guys see that? Because the final things are inflation. Gas, they say, is going down a little bit, 6%. Electricity's up 4%. Utilities, they say that they're off their high 17%, and fuel oil is down 14%. I don't believe that because we pay for things. I have had so many people write me about tipping, about restaurants, and about how people, when they go out right now, don't want to tip. The average person on the average ticket is tipping less than they've ever tipped right now. I had one guy write me and says, Dan, you need to carry your silver coins with you and give out silver coins. Okay, think about that. I'm going to give out something that's worth $30, basically, if you pay the premium. Very few things I do where somebody gets a $30 tip, okay? And most people want money. Most people want $5 so they can go buy gas or buy food or do whatever. But you guys have to understand this. If inflation continues in this direction, the Fed is not going to lower interest rates anytime soon. You live this same life. Our wages are not going up. No, Dan, the wages are going up right now. Everybody's making money. No, they are not. They're not making money. Just a beautiful beach. The surfers come down here and ride these waves. Just really nice spot. But people are out of gas. People are out of money. People don't have it. They're borrowing to the hilt right now. And I'm telling you, guys, we're starting to see some crazy things happen, which is what happened the last time. During the last downturn, you saw creative ways for people to get money out of houses. Hey, we can get you money out of the equity of your home without you borrowing against the house. Just sign over this deed. I mean, it's terrible what people are doing, how they're leveraging their lives in case if they don't pay, they're going to take your house. I mean, the money's there, they're going to take it. But nobody can afford this right now. This is not a good sign right now with what we're going through. And tell me, what's gone down in price right now? Do you think that some of these things have gone down? Eggs, I paid $9 for a dozen eggs the other day. And they weren't anything special. They weren't the organic brown eggs that the chickens weren't yelled at. I mean, it was ridiculous. But it was $8.99 for those eggs. So let me know what you think about this. If you are banking on the Fed to do something with your business or with your children's business or a relative, you need to have a realistic moment. You need to get real, because we're not going into a good period right now. And I'm glad I had Bob on, and had him clarify everything. I've had so many people upset. Bob was really clear with what he predicted, and it looks like it's starting to come true. So share your thoughts on that stuff. And if you want to see Bob's stuff, don't forget to look at danlovestrading.com, www.danlovestrading.com. Bob set up all these bundles and discounts and things like that you can take advantage of, and it's very cool. But please, guys, get real with this. Stock food, stock water, make sure your security is in order for whatever that is, guys, okay? Not telling you how to do it, just making a recommendation. Make sure you have a way of communicating with your family and friends right now. A lot of cool radios and satellite phones and things like that I'm looking into. Very cool stuff right now. Everybody should have an emergency plan and have it right now, because this is just going in the wrong direction. And you're going to wake up one day and you're not going to have access to the bank accounts. You're not going to have access to money. Make sure you have cash on hand. Make sure you have food. What if you couldn't get to a store for days? What would you do? Look at these poor people in the Northeast that just got snowed in. You knew it was coming. It came from the West Coast. But did they prepare? No, a lot of people didn't. And that's on them. So let me know what you think about this. I love this park. It's just so beautiful down here. I'm in Dana Point, California, guys. Let me know what you think. Homeowners Insurance is out of control. There are two insurance companies out of Florida, Amica and Castle Key, that want to raise rates 53 and 54%. Read the article below. Think about this. 50% increase on your homeowners insurance. Unfortunately, this is going to be something you're going to see more and more of. The big problem with Florida and anybody that lives there is the HOA fees. You're seeing it here in California, but if you've got, a $500 HOA fee and it goes to $600, that's a big hit. But in Florida, you're seeing things like $1,500 a month. You're seeing these outrageous fees. And it makes it so if you're on a fixed income, you cannot live with those numbers. You just can't. So as I get older and as I sit there and plan for a day when I don't have to work every day, I think about how you can have a fixed budget and how you could plan and say the house cost me X. How do you do it when you get a 53% increase on your homeowner's policy alone? What about, electricity and everything else that's going to go up during this time? Southern California Edison, our electric company here in Orange County, has, another proposed rate hike for us. And they're saying that they're not making enough money. And people that are on solar, how about this? The people that went to use and get solar energy are paying the biggest fees ever that they have for that. So it's never free, guys. You have to be on the grid here. You have to be attached to the power company. They're going to get their money one way or another. They really are. So it's absolutely shocking, So I love this one. In Lithuania, think about this one. Hackers. Got to get the name of this group down because it's notorious. It's just really dangerous. Just Evil is the name of the hacking group. Just Evil group. They were formerly KillNet, but they changed to Just Evil. Just Evil went out and made it so that the charging stations looked like they were charging your cars, but weren't. So people would drive away, and it left 30,000 electric cars not charged. 30,000 of them. I'm telling you guys. That's what I want. I want somebody to have the ability to shut my car off. I'm telling you, tell me the advantage to an electric vehicle. Seriously. All of you that have this, could this happen? Yeah. Sunday night, after the Super Bowl, there was one of those driverless cars that was mapping the area in San Francisco. And what they do now is they take a red flare and put a red flare in front of it, and it resembles a stoplight. So they stop. So the car stops. The vandals broke into the car and set it ablaze. Isn't that terrible? Absolutely terrible. Did anybody get any trouble? No. All you see is the videos online of people setting a car on fire. No, there was nobody in the car. It was, but think of the expense of that car. It's more expensive than a regular vehicle of that size because it's got all the computers on it. And they've got video of everybody jumping in the car and beating it with skateboards and things like that. But they set fire to the car. So go out and get your electric car, guys. Do that. I think it's nuts, but Lithuania, 30,000 cars that didn't get charged. So let me know, guys. Let me know what you think about that. And get ready for more tracking. Visa, MasterCard, American Express have just announced that they're going to start coding our transactions differently so they can track our spending and scrutinize it more. Let's just say if you're an outdoorsman and you like certain sporting events of certain types, like you'd like to go out on the range or anything like that, they're going to keep track of that stuff. So get ready for them to cut your card off, cut your credit line off, things like that, which is awful, okay? Which is ridiculous. It's just absolutely, utterly ridiculous. I have asked you guys time and again what you think about Bitcoin and the coins and Shiba Inu and everything you guys write me about, and what is it a hedge against? Gold, silver is a hedge against inflation and our bad economy and our deficit and all that stuff, okay? Whether you agree with that or not, Bitcoin just hit $50,000 again. They say it's a massive rebound, and all the people out there that follow Bitcoin have written me, and I've gotten a ton of them in the last week, tell me, Dan, this is it. This is the spike. It's going to go to 200,000. What do you think? In particular, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Shiba Inu. Let me know what you guys think about this stuff, if you follow that stuff, if that's a big deal for you. The other thing is Paramount. Paramount just had record earnings for the Super Bowl. Record ratings. Their earnings were up too. But the CEO of the company, they own CBS, so they own the Super Bowl this year, and had just a really successful Super Bowl. And with that being said, ratings were at an all-time high. It's funny, the ratings for the Super Bowl were at an all-time high, but the attendance was off. There were vacant seats at the Super Bowl at the game tickets that did not get sold. That blew me away. I was like, really? Really? Well, they just announced that they're going to lay off 800 people. The next day, they announced their record earnings, the record Super Bowl, and now they're going to lay off 800 more people. When do you guys get caught up on the layoffs? And again, layoffs.fyi, thelayoffs.com, all these great sites that you guys have sent me now about this. When do you get caught up on this? Do you say, this is kind of bad? And again, get real, because it's not 800 children. It's not 800 baristas or, like my, hey, son, what happens if you lose your job? My college student son, I'll go get another one. I've already looked at a couple of other high-end restaurants that I can go. And that's the plan when you're in your 20s. You don't care. You really don't. It's an inconvenience to go get another job, but you'll go out and do it the next day. So let me know what you guys think about this, because it's wild that Paramount's laying off 800 people. So let me know, share your thoughts on this stuff. And it's kind of crazy that half the world's freezing right now, and it's beautiful like this. So let me know what you think. Now here's a few more things. New York has a surcharge law that went into effect February 1st. And when you walk into any establishment, they have to tell you what all the surcharges are before you swipe your card, your EBT card, your debit card, your credit card, your Amex, whatever, okay? They've got to let you know what all the fees are in advance. I mean, they won't, arrest thieves, but they will make sure that you're aware of the charges for that, okay? McDonald's and the other fast food restaurants are complaining about inflation. 22 states are scheduled within the next 60 days to raise minimum wage. And it's going to make the amount of fast food go through the roof right now. So with that being said, it's going to make eating out more and more impossible for the average person. And one thing I love to talk about, and you guys are great, is there is a new company that's planning today to take off and land on the moon. There was one that was going to happen last month, but it had a fuel leak and they stopped at the last minute and self-destructed the rocket. And I made the joke of saying, well, Stanley Kubrick isn't dead. How are they going to fake this? And people are like, oh my God, I'm so glad, Dan, that you understand that the landing on the moon was fixed. I'm telling you guys, I have had dozens and dozens of emails where people send me pictures and the shadows don't line up. How did this contraption make it to the moon? It looks like it was made by a 4th grade class. I mean, great stuff. And then that leads to the flat earthers that sit there and say, the earth is flat, Dan, come on. It's not round, it's not a ball, it's a flat earth. And it's great. So Artemis Technologies is the next company to go land on the moon. Do you think they will do it? Do you think it's real, first of all? And please, don't, I've seen it all. It's entertaining to say the least. And Stanley Kubrick is dead, so I said that. I was like, well, how are they going to fake it this time? He made 2001: A Space Odyssey, and there's all these pictures of him at NASA, and supposedly he was there, and he contributed to making it look real, which makes a lot of sense. But I love the stuff that you guys have sent me. It's really good. I mean, it really makes you go, really, that doesn't make any sense. Look at that thing. So share your thoughts. Let me know what you think about all this stuff, guys. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. Janet Yellen on the inflation numbers yesterday. Our inflation is unfolding. What does that mean? Remember transitory, it's with my friend. Now it's unfolding. Unfolding. My clothes are unfolding. Dad, I didn't clean my room because I'm unfolding. You know what I mean? Come on. Sirius, XM, Satellite, they're laying off 160 employees or 3% of their staff. More layoffs. And the final story is commercial real estate, which is going to be a huge problem. There is a building in Ohio right now, read the story below, it'll be the bottom story, that just sold for $9 a square foot. $9 a square foot for a commercial building. Okay? Guys, that's free, guys. Okay? So, wow. Okay? I'm telling you, you want to get a deal, you buy a commercial building. You just got to maintain it. So you're going to see craziness right now, but that's the beginning of it. And it's also the beginning of the real estate debacle that's about to unfold before our eyes. It's happening in commercial real estate. It's going to happen with residential real estate. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, guys, one thing that's happening with me and other YouTubers that do the same thing is that your subscription is like clicked off. So make sure you go in to your favorite YouTuber. We all work very hard at this. Make sure you go out and you're subscribed to the channels and make sure the bell notification is hit on everybody. Even my competitors do that because something's going on and you don't want to miss out on all our videos, and everybody works real hard at this, and everybody puts their own spin on all this stuff, and it's really important that you follow each and every one of us, okay? Good luck to everybody. Good luck to my competitors and all my friends and foes and everybody around, okay? If you want to get a hold of me, hello@iallegedly.com. Join our email list because one's coming out in the next couple days, guys. I will see you very soon.